Hello, hello. Okay. Are we live? Can we hear? Is it everything there? All right. Well, what we got here, and we have the unboxing, but just you know, it's stuff in a box, and I did I got it on video. I might edit it, put it out, but it's here. It's right here. Let's put this on the screen. There it is, and we've got skins. So on Gear by Seba, we'll be able to do that soon. I didn't put any inventory up yet, but I was working on getting everything worked out. But we do have skins available. I'm trying to be fast, Aaron. Aaron goes, "How did you make the skin so fast?" Well, I just got it yesterday, and I started to work on it. So, let's see. We put here. This is what it looks like, right there. So, yeah, way cool. We will. We also have screen guards available for it. Okay, so what I thought I'd show is how to let's put this in full screen mode. Okay, go to you get your pod, you unbox it, you plug it in, and what you want to do is you want to go through and you want to go to this page right here, line6.com/software, and you want to go until you see pod go edit, and it's Windows 10 on this one, Windows 10, and we scroll down. This is version 1.10. Get download, and I do my login, hit accept and download. So Alibaba, I got it yesterday and I made the skin today. So that's how I did it. Okay, let's see. Podgo will save it. And then we'll go ahead and start it. We hit yes. And we hit next. And next. And we hit I agree. Then next. And it's going to install Podgo Edit application and Podgo drivers. You want to make sure. Yeah, so Alibaba goes, and you will make other skin colors available. Yeah, just like for the Helix and for Axe Effects and the different modelers, we have all sorts of skins available. We will be relaunching our custom skins soon, but oh, no problem, Alibaba. It says he missed what I said. But anyway, hit next. So it's got the drivers and everything. And next, and I agree. This is for the drivers. Next. What link is where do you get it? Okay. What link is it? Where do you get it? It's the link is for skins is let me put it right here. BySeba.com. Now we don't have them for the PodGo. We don't have them yet on there. They'll probably be on there tomorrow. I was busy filling other orders today for people. All right, it's putting the drivers on there now. We have a Facebook user that I don't know who it is, but we'll show it. It says his was supposed to arrive today by FedEx, but they messed something up, and now it went from 4:15 to deliver pending as it's stuck in Kentucky somewhere. Blah. Oh, I know. It's horrible. Ugh. I feel your pain. Been there many times. We had next. Finish. And next. Yes, everything. Okay. Next. Finish. And then lower this down. And we look for it on my messy desk. There it is. And we don't have anything plugged in, but let's go ahead and full screen it. Let's find the USB that I set up here conveniently. And we shall plug in. And we have sound. And voila. Let's go to my first preset. Here's my first preset. All right, so Alibaba, Jeremy Borreo. Hey man, looks great. How does the construction? Yeah, you know, it feels great. It's all plastic, but it's a metal aluminum pedal. But see, gig ready? I'd say yeah. I'd throw this in a bag, no problem. Let's see. Alibaba says his only concern is tone versus the Helix. Is it on? It's on par, even though it's pared down and missing a few. Yeah, it's it's great. Hey, Quentin. Yeah, the icon is old bean. Yeah, it is. And you know, it's very easy to use, but there's a lot of great features that are in here, and you will you'll like it. You have your factory presets. Let's see. Oh, here's the archetype JS. I'm thinking that's Jason Sudeikis. Okay. Hide that. Seems well built or better pedal for sure than the Boss. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely better than that lower model one. Yeah, definitely. And with the what do we got here? not a fan of really many of the stock presets, but yeah. So Quentin, you're super interested in this pedal. Yeah, it's great. It's going to sell a lot. Grab and go. Yeah. And well, I love the stomp. The stomp's great. But one of my biggest thought processes and concerns was having so few pedals. And when you wanted to add extra pedals, you had to add another piece. This seems like it's just enough that you can grab and go with it. So this is what Aaron Short says. It's a great grab and go. I believe it's going to be a fantastic grab and go. So it's got everything you need. You're just gonna put it in your guitar case and see. It's basically the 2.8 amp FX options as of now. Yeah. Stomp doesn't have enough buttons for an all-in-one. Yeah, I agree. Aaron. I think it's great for, excuse me, I get the hiccups. I think it's great for, you know, if you don't need to make a big change with anything. See, for those who need more than 6 blocks. Yeah. Never a fan of presets. Mix on the effects is way too high. Doesn't link to, yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the users. Let's just go to a new preset. And you'll notice it comes pre-populated. It comes pre-populated, but you can move these effects wherever you want. So you've got an always on volume. You've got an always on, well, it's not on, it doesn't have to be on, but it's always there in the path. Your wah, then your amp and your cab and an EQ. And then after that, you've got four flex blocks. You can put kind of whatever you want in there. So let's just leave it in this category. Oh, and like if I ever wanted to drop a effects loop in there, what I've got going is, I'll put this here in the stream here. I've actually got my Mission Engineering Velocity new tube in there. So kind of preset that and get it ready to go. What's with the new graphics? Will they bring it to HX Edit? I'm not too sure, but I'm hoping so. It'd be kind of cool. It does have a stereo effects loop. It is a TRS jack, so you put a splitter in there, a stereo splitter. But yes, it does have a stereo effects loop. But let's go ahead and grab an amp here. Let's find. Well, I like this amp. Let's turn it down a little bit, down a little bit. Okay, let's see what that's. Turn the master up a little bit. Get a little more. Okay, that's good enough. Now, if I want to turn on this effects loop, I can actually bring in this. Okay. So one of the things I like to do is I actually like to put a little bit of room here and lower that decay and lower the mix down a little bit. I like to put it right after the amp. You can see you just drag and move it. Oops, you're not seeing it because I need to put that back up. Sorry. So let's see. Hey, oh, I got a looky loo. He says, read not many effects and amps are in stereo. No, that's not true. Your reverbs are in stereo. And the typical stuff that you would put in after the amp would be a stereo effect. And then let's see. So I got that reverb in there. And as you can see, I want to move that over here. I'll move that down, move that down. And I move that down. Come on. All right. So I move these around where I want them. And then I want to put, say, my, let's see, ping pong. This is cool. Do. Oh, thank you, Quentin. Shared it for me. Is there a noise gate built into the input block? Yes. You go to the input block and turn it on. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I gotta get rid of that pitch echo. So that's cool. And let's see, let's put a more spatial reverb on here. Let's turn down the decay, turn down the mix a little bit, but let's see. And let's, oops, whoa, come on. Got this over here near my, there. Quarter, dotted eighth. Oops. Oh, I didn't plug in the cable far enough. Okay, so all right, so here it is. So Gear by Seba. Here's the different. You know, it's easy to install. It's easy to work with. I mean, it's well put together, and the price, you just can't beat it. It's see, are the delays, verbs, and mods. I think they're all the same. I think you don't have the. I believe. Hey, Sheldon. I believe you don't have. There's like two effects that's not there. One is the space, this Cosmos reverb, but they're all the same. So So here's a cool feature. So you see these little spaces right here. I don't know if it's really clear, but note if I click on that, that's where the control is. So if I click on this, then I can control, say on foot switch 6, I can control the decay. And now I don't know there, I think, yeah, let's see. Yeah, you grab the max decay or whatever effect you're going for, and then you grab the minimum. See the little arrow? So now when I press this button, see how we just assigned some controls to this foot switch. Let's turn it on. And then say you wanted to make another effect kind of do the similar thing, and say we wanted to change the mix of the delays and the feedback. So we're going to click this one, and we're going to go to switch 6, and we're going to click this one and go to switch 6, and we're going to grab our minimum, and let's just say our minimum mix is right where it's at, right about there. And our maximum, we're going to bring it somewhere in here. And our feedback, we want our feedback to go from here to here. Yeah. Okay. So now so pretty cool. Well, you can add two button foot switch as well. Yeah, there is a way to add another expression or a 2-button foot switch. So yes, you can add that. And I believe that the boss, I have one sitting. Let's see if I can get to it without knocking everything over. Hang on. No, I can't. Hold on. It's been a hard day's night. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't quite the chord, but sound close. Okay. So something like that would be a candidate. Yeah, and it's pretty configurable. So okay, so snapshots. So we're kind of learning this together because I actually haven't had a chance to work with the snapshots yet. So we got snapshot 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I don't quite know how to do it. So I guess the best way to do it is let's go in here and say we want to add a snapshot controller there. Okay, so we got snapshot 1, snapshot 2. I think we hit mode. Yeah, mode, that's preset. Let me see if I go into settings. Go into settings, global settings. And let's see. Toggle. Auto. Bank hub. Snapshots. Okay. So Aaron says, so this won't follow HX updates 2.9, etc. It'll have its own. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to merge that or, you know, I'm not truly sure. So manual cheat sheet guides, there's that. Yep. Thank you, Blueberry. Ping pong doesn't seem in stereo. Well, it seems in stereo in my head. It is in my head. I'm not too sure whether it's, I mean, it should be going out in stereo. It should be a stereo signal being sent out because it's coming. The routing I have here is it goes in here. My guitar goes into the pod and then goes stereo out to the M20D, and then from the M20D, and it goes into my Rode Caster Pro, which has a stereo in, and not come across stereo. Well, I mean, we can really expand it. Let me see what we have here. Spread 10, scale, feedback, no sync. Turn off that one, turn off that one. It's ping-ponging to me. Now, Aaron, you may have a stereo system. Is it ping-ponging in your ears? Like headset? It's ping-ponging in mine. So that should be the signal that's going out to you. But it's definitely in stereo. So it is is it a stereo device? Yes. Everything that I've got here is stereo. But you know, I can't help it, Alibaba. I don't know why you're not getting stereo, because it's going out in stereo. Now, I mean, I guess I could play something in my head and see if it's coming through, but it does appear to be stereo going into the system. So, but either way, it's stereo at this end, and this is stereo. So either way. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, we were on the okay, so we got that one. So we have to save it. Save it. Okay. Oops, come on. Okay, duplicate on. All right, and then we'll go to snapshot 2, and let's just raise the gain. Okay. So, save. Okay. So we got a simple snapshot. So we got there we go. View mode. There we go. Okay. So I don't know how to set up. Let's see. Go here, global, 6 switches, stop mode. Okay. Toggle. Return. Banks. So if we go here, view. Ah, there we go. You step on the bank up and bank down buttons, and now you have your snapshot modes. Okay, so somebody says, looks like a perfect fly rig. Yes, I think so. Yeah, show us the looper. Okay, yeah. So let's do the. So Jonathan wants to see the looper. Let's get back out of this mode. All right, we're out of that mode. Let's put a looper right here. Looper. There is a 6-switch mono, a 1-switch mono, 6-switch stereo looper, and a 1-switch. And there it is. Okay. Let's see. What do I do with it? It's there. Okay. There you go. The world's greatest loop ever, said no one. Okay. Yeah. So he says, absolute brilliant device. He's very impressed. Aaron, thank you. Yeah, I agree. I think it's it's what I thought the Stomp should have been, with more buttons. Now he says, I wish they would have put a Variax input. Yeah, but so the key for this was to bring in the people. Like, I thought it should have been called HX Go or something like that. So you knew it was HX modeling, but I understand what they were going for. They were also going for a certain target. They were going for entry level, but they made it rock solid. It's awesome. So they had to cut somewhere. They had to cut somewhere. So that's it in a nutshell. I mean, it's dead simple to use. I mean, I have experience with modelers, obviously, but the editor is easy. I mean, I on purposely Stomp is more of a pedal replacement. Yeah, they each have their own purpose. So let's see. Just don't see the need as a Helix user. Okay. Just don't see the need as a Helix user. It's smaller but less flexible. Helix isn't really big and heavy. Great for a lower budget. Get great tones at a much lower price. Yeah, it's like a third the price of a full-on Helix. So, and you can do a lot with it. So David, what I see is like when I go, I like to a jam night, and the Stomp just wasn't enough, and then the Helix was just too much. This is just right. So for me, yeah. Yeah. So Fenrir, sure. Sorry. The Firehawk and the Pod 500, I know that's what you meant to say, HD, are about the same price point. Yeah. Those are just older technologies. This is now all the HX, so not HD, HX technology. So they just decided to come out with this, and it's better brains in it too. Yeah, see, Alibaba. David, I agree. Unless you have a lot of money to burn, you don't need this and Helix. Yeah, there is a certain few that wouldn't need to get this because they have the Helix, and there's a certain few that may have the Helix and go, this is just right up my alley. So there's little something for everybody in here. And what I like is it's got just enough to add a little something if you want. So it's like if you have an ACCESORIES 3 and get the FM3, save the 1000. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Understood. Let's see. I know if you guys want one of everything. I understand. I understand for sure. This and the Helix is a great combo. See, there's other people who say, adding it to the Helix. I mean, hey, so we have a really awesome effects chain. If you start with the Stomp and in the Helix, and then add this to the chain. Yeah, a little extreme. On the gear page, a lot of guys have like 3 to 5 modelers. Yeah, some people need it. Some people use it. Let's see. Here's okay. I think regardless, I'm going to pull the trigger on this soon. Bye more GE200. Yeah. Alibaba goes, I would rather diversify and say, let the pod go and the FM3. Say yeah, I understand. Get the pod go and the FM3. That would be kind of a nice combo. Well, my pleasure, Alibaba. Pleasure to have you guys on. But that's about it. I mean, it's a great, get the pod go and FM3. That's what I thought you meant. So this is a good unit. It's sturdy. Gear. Yeah, I know. I appreciate it. Versus Helix and the pod go. Yeah, a little, it's kind of whatever somebody wants, but it's a sturdy little device. It is plastic, but it's a very sturdy plastic. But I would definitely invest in some screen protector and skin if you want it to last as long as possible. And Gear by Seba, we got you covered. at Gear by Seba. Got you covered. Gear by Seba. There it is. So, gearbyseba.com. Let's see. So Brewberry goes, I agree. This was what the Stomp should have been. Either way, it's here now. Great addition. Yeah. So Aaron would like to try the FM3. Hey, Aaron, you like to try all gear. I know you. I wouldn't mind having it. I got to get one so that I can make the screen guards. Yeah. But, well, that's about it. I mean, it's simple, it's easy, it's inexpensive, and you can't go wrong with it. Probably it's going to be hard to get one now because everybody's wanting them. I think they're out. But let's see. Let's see. You can get a good look at the skin. Matching pedal. So, here, let's see. Put this right where it was. Go back here. So, Seba got you covered. Literally worth the investment. Yeah. Looks real. Somebody says looks real cheap. Well, you know, when you have it in your hand, it doesn't feel cheap. So looks can be deceiving, but you know, I mean, let's see. He's pulling the trigger on the Helix screen protector and connection guide this weekend. Well, thank you, David. They are pretty awesome. We are going to have for this a small tag. Just got to get it made that will show the cables on this. Somebody asked for them, but so we have. Let's see. This is carbon fiber look and carbon fiber look, and then let's see. There it is. For the pedal. So real easy to put on. Super, super easy. Let's see. Okay. So if your business requires units, you can just claim them as an expense. That's like Chop Tones, who has them all and makes patches, I guess. Yeah. I mean, they are, if you're using it to, your gear to make money, you can claim them as expenses. I mean, you know, consult your tax person. He says right here, does Helix, Stomp, and this unit have exact same amp models and quality? Yes. This is the same amp models and quality. There's a couple of effects that are not in here that are in the Helix, but like 2. And that's just because of the DSP requirement. But everything else is spot on. I mean, if we go to, let's see. Let's turn this off. Let's go. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. So I got to stop doing that. I always do that. Okay, so any other questions? Any other questions? Oops, there we go. Happy to ask any more questions while we're up and going. If not, take a little sip of my beverage here. Okay. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to be on with Clark Burdett tomorrow. DSP differences between this and the Stomp. I don't have that data. Let's see. I'm certain that this has got a little bit less. Maybe I don't know. This has a more dedicated way they're doing things. Oh, no problem. Thanks everybody for showing up. Everybody's saying thank you. No problem. But I don't have the specs on it. I just plug it in and hope it goes. See, found this interesting. The 3 effects omitted: tone, sovereign. Yeah, that was a big one. That's the king of tone, and the Clothorn drive and the Cosmos Echo. Those are the 3 that they take a lot of DSP, and those can run in the Stomp. So by virtue, no problem, man. By virtue of that, I would say that the Stomp probably has more DSP power, but it has less blocks, but it has more controllable blocks because you got your blocks that you can use, and they can be anything you put in. All right. These already have blocks taken up. So there are some differences, but totally when you put 1 amp in, that tone that you get is the same engine, same HX engine. Well, I think we're coming to the close of it. We're about 50 minutes in. Yeah, that's wonderful. So I'll be on Clark Burdett's channel tomorrow. Check him out, Clark Burdett. It's why the name DEFCON Clark. Look up DEFCON Clark on YouTube. I'll be on that channel. And then coming up soon, we're going to have Chris Robertson from Blackstone Chair. We're going to get him on. We're going to have Dan Bull this Sunday. Dan Bull of 65 amps. That should be interesting. It's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific. We're just going to have a music gear chat. The guy's so interesting. He's a great storyteller. And we will have him on. We'll talk 65 amps. We'll talk IRs and coffee, beer. We'll talk life. So that's Sunday. That's Sunday at 7. So see you then. Looking forward to seeing y'all later. That was a soft exit. We need. All righty. See you later.